Well, we are already over halfway through the year, and 2023 has definitely been interesting to say the least. Now, in the grand scheme of things, 2023 hasn't actually been too terrible for SML. Like, in terms of overall quality, I think that 2020 was far worse. And in terms of behind-the-scenes drama, 2023 really hasn't had any. That being said, 2023 SML still has its issues. However, I won't be tackling this by myself.
Hey guys, my name is Super Mario Nick, or SMN. I also make ranking videos and opinion-based videos about SML, and I'm super excited to do this collab because people have been wanting to see a collab between me and the SMR for quite some time now. Today we're going to be talking about everything that we can regarding 2023 SML and its problems. We have a number of topics to cover in this video, ranging from the characters to the videos themselves, so this is going to be pretty good.
Now, keep in mind that everything we discuss in this video is our opinions and we are not haters. The reason we are making this video is in an attempt for Logan to improve his content. Now, Nick, do you want to do the honors?
Of course, man. Now with all that out of the way, if you guys are going to go on to enjoy, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the SMR and Super Mario Nick as always, and without further ado, let's get right on to it.
I think the biggest issue with these videos is the fact that there is no effort put into them, or at least it feels that way. Every video, no, every scene feels painfully similar to each other, not by coincidence, but because it's easy.
And I agree, one of the glaring issues is the repetitiveness in videos. I know some of you are going to say that obviously the videos will be repetitive since Logan has made hundreds of videos throughout his career, and yes, that's a valid point, but let's not forget that Logan has so many fan suggestions out there that it's honestly insane.
Dude, I have so many videos I would love to see be made into real SML videos. But yeah, Logan has been doing this for so long that he even forgets that he already made a video while he was filming it. In a behind the scenes video, he said that he forgot that he already made a Jeffy's Butler video after he had made another one, so he had to quickly rename the new version to Jeffy's Butler 2. This could just be chalked up to Logan being too busy, that he forgot he already made a video like this, but here's an idea. Before you make a new video, just look up on YouTube and see if you've done it before. You don't need to accidentally make the same video twice.
Yeah, I agree, but back to the problem at hand. Logan is given hundreds of fan ideas that have actual good plots and are different than what we've already seen. Respectfully, there's some videos that even a trained parrot can design, like Everything the Rapper or Cody's Butterfingers. Videos that rely on one shitty joke to carry out the entire plot of the video seems to be a common theme with the bad 2023 SML videos. With the hundreds of video ideas Logan is constantly being given, he should give more of them a chance because a lot of them are better than his video ideas, not gonna lie. Heck, ChatGPT could probably give you better video ideas at this point that don't rely on one joke to get through the entire video.
It's not just that though, the recent videos aren't nearly as memorable as some of the stuff in 2019 or before. Seriously, recently I rewatched my top 10 best and worst SML videos of 2021 video, and I had genuinely forgotten about most of the videos I talked about. Even stuff like SML's Squid Game, which ranked number 2 on my best list. I had almost completely forgotten about it. But why? Well, maybe it's because most of the recent videos follow a similar format, making it hard to differentiate them. I've stated before that when you make a few videos a week for over a decade, not all of the videos will be good. However, now the bad videos seriously outweigh the good ones because Logan doesn't put much effort into them. And I know that this is the main issue because when he actually puts effort into a video, it manages to be really good. Take the T-Ball Championship. There is so much effort put into this video and it shows. But then you take something like Goodman's Cat, which is full of filler and feels like there was no effort put into it.
Another major issue with the effort in SML can be described by 2 words: red couch. Listen, I understand that the red couch has been a staple and an icon in SML for many years, and I do think it's a great place for the characters to introduce the video and the plot, but it should not be the only filming location within a video. There's so many videos in 2023 that feel completely rushed just because it takes place mostly on the red couch. Let's think about what makes the good videos good, or not even the good videos, just the videos that we feel Logan put effort into. Well, what makes these videos good is their unique filming locations. Videos like Brooklyn Guy the Liar or Goodman's New Life, 2 videos that came out pretty early on this year, felt absolutely refreshing because they constantly switched filming locations. They were never filmed in the exact same spot for like 12 minutes, which made the video feel as though tons of effort was put into it, making it overall more enjoyable. And I understand that honestly, like, not every video can be like this, especially if the weather isn't suitable for filming. But seriously, to be on the red couch and spinning out a bunch of Nintendo animations to get the video to 10 minutes long isn't really gonna cut it.
Speaking of Nintendo, I've had a lot of people ask why I dislike Nintendo, and there are two major reasons. First, his sections are completely unrelated filler. Usually, if Logan needs to make a video longer, he just throws in a long, boring story with a Nintendo animation. Not only is this lazy, but it's also completely irrelevant. The Nintendo animation doesn't add anything to the video, it's just filler. I wouldn't be mad about this if this happened like once every couple of months, but the sad reality is that these Nintendo animations are very common in SML. In some rare instances, it kind of makes sense to have a story in a video, like what they did in Attack of the Flies. But 90% of the time, this is just filler, which actually leads to my second reason, the animation itself. If the main SML plot has to be put on hold for an animated story, it should at least be pleasing to look at. Unfortunately, Nintendo's animation style is really ugly. Now, to be fair, it's a lot better now than it used to be, but that's still a low bar to clear. Now, I'm not expecting like Into the Spider-Verse levels of animation quality, because that's just unrealistic. However, I've seen what other YouTubers can do on this platform in a limited amount of time, so the fact that Logan picked Nintendo is kind of insulting to actual animators.
Now, the next major issue with the lack of 2023 effort stems from an issue that isn't as relevant now, but was relevant in the beginning of the year. And that issue is the laughing or making mistakes in scenes, but not redoing the scene. Oh my goodness, I literally can't stress how much it throws off a video when SML decides not to retake a scene that they burst out laughing in. I get it, it's supposed to be a fun thing, and SML's not supposed to be serious all the time, like I get it, but it shows a huge lack of care and effort when it happens constantly. It was happening a lot more at the beginning of the year, but I want you guys to just listen to this fact. My viewers who have been watching my reaction videos this year know that I counted exactly how many videos in a row that Logan broke character. Are you guys ready? Well, at one point in the year, Logan had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 8. Yes, 8 videos in a row where he broke character without retaking the scene. Is that a good thing? Absolutely not. Does it show a huge lack of effort? It sure does.
But what about the videos themselves? Well, recently there have been a lot of videos that start off promising but kind of give up halfway through. The biggest example of this has got to be the hockey game. The first half of this video, aka the scenes where the group actually plays hockey, is fine. It's not great, but it's good. However, the second half of the video is terrible. Instead of trying to make the hockey scene span 10 minutes, they spend the last 4 minutes of the video deliberately adding filler. It's so annoying to watch. Not only is this lazy, but it didn't need to be this way. The last 4 minutes of the hockey game dragged this video from a 6.5 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10.
I think the last thing I want to mention is that overall, the main issue with 2023 SML videos stem from the plot. If the plot that Logan comes up with is good, it's very hard for the other components to be bad. For example, if an SML video has a good plot, chances are that they won't need to make any characters be annoying for filler purposes or include some stupid Nintendo animation to stretch the video to 10 minutes long. So as long as Logan makes videos with good plots, we can at least guarantee that these videos will be decent. They might not be funny sometimes, but at least they'll be somewhat decent, and that's better than a handful of videos that came out this year. If Logan wants good plots and doesn't want to use his own brain, he has so many resources to help him. He can look at his thousands of comments suggesting ideas. He could see what kind of plots YTP videos are using, or heck, if he's really lazy, he can just AI generate it and alter it a little bit to give that SML charm. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say that every plot this year was bad, because we actually had some incredible plots this year. A couple of them are really bad, and that's what drags these videos down to rock bottom.
The structure of modern SML videos is not as strong as it could be.
An SML video is composed of 3 parts, a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning of an SML video almost always begins on the red couch. I personally don't find the red couch to be too much of a problem, but sometimes the videos take way too long to get going. For example, there's times where Jeffy is an absolute nuisance for like 3 minutes, before the plot of the video finally begins. Spending 3 or 4 minutes on the red couch just to introduce the plot is something that is really irritating, and that is what makes some of the 2023 videos just flat out unenjoyable.
Almost every video starts on the red couch with Junior saying, "So guys, what are we going to do today?" Or with Jeffy annoying Mario with Rosalina siding with Jeffy. Then either the group sees something on the news or someone rings the doorbell. Either way, this then introduces the main plot of the video. I just described the vast majority of modern SML beginnings. Yeah, there is variety once in a while, but for the most part the beginnings are painfully similar. It's to the point where you could pull up any random 2023 SML video and I couldn't tell you what it was right away because the beginnings are virtually identical.
As for the middle, this is where the main plot gets rolling. This is the point in the video that is most affected when there's a clear lack of effort in the production of a video. If Logan took 30 seconds to think of a plot for a certain video, well, that video realistically is gonna suck, especially in the middle. This is best shown through videos like Goodman's Cat or Cody's Butterfingers, again, two videos that are horrible halfway through just because of their lackluster plots.
Then there's the endings. The endings are all the same, but this time it's even worse. I've talked in the past about endings that completely undo what happened in the video, and this happens even more than it should. Whenever Logan writes himself into a corner, something happens in the video that completely undoes the conflict and makes the video feel pointless.
Now, I agree fully with what the SMR said on the topic. Those endings where Logan completely undoes everything is just the worst kind of ending. It's like a huge slap in the face to any viewer. These endings are what kill videos, to be honest. Videos like the hockey game and especially Jeffy's witness protection are prime examples of videos that started out amazing but ended up being horrible and disappointing because of their bad endings. Jeffy's witness protection had so much hype built around it with an amazing introduction and an amazing plot throughout the whole video, just for the ball to be dropped so low and leave everybody completely disappointed.
Now let's talk about the characters. I hate to say this, but I feel like a lot of the characters have gotten worse and one note. I feel like it's fair to go through most of the main characters and see how they have been quality-wise. First is Rosalina. Now, I've never been the biggest fan of Rosalina, but she's technically better than she's ever been. However, here's the thing. At worst, Rosalina was super annoying, but now she feels like a background character. She never does anything important or helpful in videos. The most she will do is side with Jeffy and tell Mario that he's just using his imagination, and that's it. She kind of just feels irrelevant now. Then there's Jonathan and Karen. I also haven't ever been a huge fan of these two characters. Jonathan has gotten slightly better from his first appearance in Jeffy's laptop, but not by much. The way he acts is so annoying and the way he speaks does not help. Karen is pretty much the exact same. Her voice sucks and she just serves to annoy the Brooklyn guy. Speaking of the Brooklyn guy, I do think he has gone downhill. Just slightly though, because he probably still is my favorite character. However, I feel like we're seeing him a lot more now than ever before, which is both a good and bad thing. On one hand, yes, more of the Brooklyn guy is never a bad thing. However, I feel like there might be too much of him. There are many videos that have him as the main character, but these videos never end up being super memorable or interesting, especially the videos involving the Miami Heat. Aside from that though, he's still a great character. Then there's Jeffy. Now, in the grand scheme of things, Jeffy actually isn't as bad as he has been in the past. He's actually gotten to be a bit more tolerable. Although he does have his terrible moments, let's not pretend he doesn't. The beginning of Don't Wake Jeffy was ridiculously annoying because Jeffy went out of his way to be as obnoxious as possible. Then there's Jeffy's stealing problem where Jeffy steals a bunch of stuff and faces no consequences for it. But hey, at least he isn't falsely accusing Mario of rape anymore. Remember when he was doing that? Let's see, who else do we have? Well, Jackie Chu is still great, Mario is kind of a nothing character, Bowser and Chef Pee-Pee barely exist anymore, and Goodman is incredibly hit or miss. I don't have much to say about these characters, but you all know who we have to talk about, Joseph and Junior. This is easily the worst Joseph and Junior have ever been. These guys are just straight up jackasses in every possible way. Whenever they don't get their way, they ruin the fun for everyone else, especially Cody. Speaking of Cody, Cody's kind of just been turned into a punching bag recently. It feels like the only purpose for being in some videos is to be bullied. Let's look at the biggest example, no invite. Cody chooses to not invite Junior and Joseph to his awards ceremony because he knows that they will screw it up, which he ends up being right about at the end of the video. Junior and Joseph decide to trash Cody's ceremony just because they didn't get invited. And then at the end of the video, they try to pin their horrible actions on Cody, which is the dumbest thing ever. There are so many more examples of Joseph and Junior being dicks to Cody, but if I went through them, then we would be here all day.
Sheesh, man. That's harsh. Personally, I love Junior and Joseph, but I might be biased for growing up in the Junior era of SML. I can agree that it does get repetitive, but it also keeps part of the OG feeling of SML, if that kind of makes sense. I feel like the SMR did a pretty good job of covering the issues with certain characters, but I feel like an issue that's just as big as the characters themselves is the lack of characters. The truth is, SML's character selection, or roster I guess you could call it, is incredibly limited. Like, let's be honest. There's basically only 3 types of major video categories. There's Junior videos, there's Jeffy videos, and there's Brooklyn Guy videos. There used to be so many other videos with other characters being the main character that simply just don't exist anymore. We used to have Goodman videos, Black Yoshi videos, Shrek videos, or heck, even Bowser videos. And I'm not saying that we haven't gotten any videos revolving around these characters in 2023, but I feel like these characters deserve the love that they have been given in the past. Even the side characters that used to be in videos a lot are simply gone now. Like, look, when was the last time we saw Lil T, for example? I appreciate that Logan is giving us new characters now, but for the most part, these new characters really suck, to be honest. I mean, one of the most recent one-time characters, Grimace from the SML movie The Grimace Shake, was so annoying, and he ruined that video completely for me. What about Nigel from Junior's twin? Don't think for a minute you get a pass here either, buddy. Nobody's safe around here. What about the Hucker Doos? Yeah, I mean, they're not awful, but is anyone really gonna sit here and say that they love the Hucker Doos as a character? Not really. Or even Tyler from the Wood Chipper. Are we really gonna sit here and act like we enjoyed Tyler from the freaking Wood Chipper video? I don't think so. Anyway, I think you guys get the point. There isn't a single character they added in 2023 that has been able to make a severe impact on the channel. It might be time to bring a new main character, a character that could revolutionize SML. We need a new Mama Luigi, a new Junior, or a new Jeffy, someone that really impacts the growth of the channel. I feel like the lack of good characters in 2023 is kind of an issue. I'm not saying that certain characters are always bad, but there's so much inconsistency with the very limited characters that appeared this year in SML. Now, obviously, not everything Logan has made in 2023 is bad. There have been some serious standouts so far.
For example, Goodman's New Life was the best switching bodies video we have ever seen. Breaking Bad and Scream were both incredibly good parody videos. Air Bud was really funny. And of course, the T-Ball Championship is probably the funniest video to come out this year.
However, the problem is that the bad videos clearly outnumber the good ones. After all, Logan has made 74 videos in the first half of the year, and not a whole lot are super memorable or interesting.
There is one logical solution for Logan to take if he wants to continue to make good videos. He should hire me, because I can guarantee that videos will at least have a thought behind them. I can't guarantee that they will be perfect, but I will do my best to make them as enjoyable as possible.
Wait, bro, are you serious?
Honestly, I wrote that as a joke, but now that I think about it, it would be a fun idea. Logan, if you're watching this for some reason, first off, hi. Second, hit me up. Let's make this happen.
Well, what did you guys think of this video? Do you agree or disagree? Please let us know in the comments below.
And of course, be sure to check out Super Mario Nick's channel if you like the kind of content I make. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and I am the SMR.